hello there. This is Hannah from Food in Provence, and I'm here today to talk about the depression which comes with colder and darker months. It's officially fall, so really we should talk about tips and tricks how to beat the depression. And maybe you've heard about the expression SAD or seasonal affective disorder. So we're going to talk exactly about that. Stay tuned. So hello again, this is Hannah from Food in Provence, and today we're talking about how to beat the depression which comes with the fall. It's officially fall, and how to beat the so-called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. What is SAD? It's basically depression which comes with the change of the seasons, and it continues into the winter and makes you feel depressed and moody. So I'm gonna give you today some tips how to beat that and how to create so-called Hygge moments. Hygge, maybe you've heard about this expression. It's a Danish word and it's been around for the last few years. And what does it mean? Well, actually in the dictionary you can find an explanation, so I'm gonna tell you that it's a quality of coziness and comfortable conviviality that engenders a feeling of contentment or well-being. So that's a very complicated expression, but you can just use Hygge. Sorry for the pronunciation if there are some Danish. So what can you do to beat depression? We know that we have colder months, darker months coming ahead. So first thing and first tip which you should follow is follow the light. I have lights here. Yeah, light candles. Actually, Danish are the producers, big producers of candles, but not scented candles, which are often used, and actually they are not very healthy for you. So if you want to light up candles, buy beeswax candles, and you can light them in the evening, and just make sure that there is nothing which can burn around you, and when you leave the room you should turn off the candle. Okay, so candles, lights, or if you can go to sauna, that's a very good idea. Infrared saunas are perfect. And actually Finnish people, they are big believers in sauna. So light. Okay, what's the second tip? The second tip is being around friends, family, just make connections, social connections, but not through social media. I'm really talking about connecting with people. So, for example, making something together, going on a hike, going outside, which is actually the tip number 3, or just make some food together, some meal together. It's actually been proven that people who socialize and who are around family, friends, they live much healthier and much longer lives. Play games, for example. I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, as our family does. So that was tip number 1, candles and light. And the second tip, conviviality, so socializing, family, friends. Okay, so coming ahead, tips number 3, 4, and 5. Stay tuned. Hello again, this is Hannah from Food in Provence, and today we're talking about how to beat depression which comes with colder and darker months. It's officially fall, so I'm giving you tips how to stay positive and how to live healthier and happier lives even if it's cold and dark outside. So we've talked already about first tip, light. Follow the light, create light. The second tip, socialize people, family, friends, and so on. And the tip number 3 is going outside. Get outside, even if it's dark when you come home. Just take your dog for a walk, or just on the weekends go on a hike. And there is no bad weather, there is just bad clothes, as one says. And I promise you, when we lived in Germany, we went out whatever the weather. So really go outside in the morning, just for 5 minutes walk, 10 minutes walk, or in the evening if you don't have time in the morning. So it was tip number 1, tip number 2, and tip number 3. What is tip number 4? Tip number 4 is expressing gratitude. You can do this just before going to sleep, and just think about how was your day. What are you grateful for? And even if your day sucked, I'm sure there was something which was good. Like, for example, you had a good meal, or your friend told you something nice, or your kids. So there's definitely, in every day, there is something which you can be grateful for. So that was tip number 4, expressing gratitude. And tip number 5 is just go create some meal, homemade meals, and just, naturally we are craving comfort foods when the fall comes, and in the winter, which is absolutely natural. It's actually evolutionary, because our bodies needs to insulate themselves with a layer of fat and that's why we crave like really hearty meals, and this is the best time for soups and for I don't talk about cheese and bacon pasta, but just really, this is not time for detox. You can do in the spring, choosing raw food. But if you live in the northern hemisphere and fall just started for you, really prepare homemade comfort foods with spices, even if possible, which are warming, for example, cinnamon or cloves. So these are all the tips how to beat depression and how to beat sad. And I hope you learned something new in this video. If yes, share it, like it, and if you want to learn more, go to my page foodinprovence.com, where you can find health tips and recipes, and I'll see you next time. Bye.